在这个2分钟之后开始展开，大家可以慢慢陆续回到位置上，请静候2分钟，我们的开场准备开始，感谢。 OK，Let's go！ 线上所有的球迷朋友，大家午安，大家好，
大家好，
我是洋基工程应援团的团长 AB， 然后在我们身后也有我们的 DJ 团队如妮、阿吉一起来负责应援这场比赛。那今天非常特别，邀请到了我们的特别 MC 来到现场，云溪，掌声鼓励。
Hello， 大家好，我是云溪。
好的，除了今天有我们的特别的 MC 云溪之外呢，大家也可以看到，除了有我们最可爱、最帅气、背号99号的 York 洋基工程的吉祥物之外呢，我们今天这个吉祥物联动的第2天，我们邀请到了我们的乐天桃园吉祥物大圣，还有元气一起来到现场，跟大家一起应援。那当然啊，在后方还有我们的乐天女孩也会加入应援的行列哦。 好，欢迎你们加入这个我们的动物城市风，欢迎来到洋基工程的主场 ，Welcome aboard。OK， 那经过昨天呢，相信创造历史的一页，一个历史这个
历史性的一刻，
历史性的首胜。那相信在大家的应援下，球员的努力下，我们会继续胜利下去。那非常感谢大家持续进场。那今天的动物城市风呢，一样还需要各位球迷继续加油，继续。 这个帮忙应援，那我们绝对会在场中央的时候会有非常好玩、非常有趣的游戏还有活动呈现给大家。
是的，那在最一开始呢，先为大家介绍出席的洋基工程篮球队领队刘世元领队，
掌声鼓励，
欢迎欢迎。 更感谢所有莅临现场的贵宾。另外，在洋基工程篮球队历史性的第1个赛季，除了感谢球迷们的支持呢，我们要特别感谢新竹市政府大力的支持我们的洋基工程篮球队。
谢谢新竹市政府。
新竹市政府长期支持新竹的各项体育活动，致力打造一个科技、乐活、充满活力的宜居城市。让我们掌声谢谢市政府的支持。那同时呢，我们更要感谢与洋基工程并肩而行，支持台湾篮球运动的所有赞助伙伴们。
再一次掌声鼓励，谢谢这些赞助商伙伴。
感谢你们，有你们的支持，相信会带给我们更大的力量。
好的，那接下来开场的时候，就是大家最喜爱的时候，准备好你的手机，准备好你的相机，用最疯狂的尖叫声来欢迎最香、最美、最顶、最可爱的 Yankey Girls 带来的开场表演。 谢谢 Yankey Girls 的精彩演出。
紧接着，让我们欢迎台南台钢猎鹰球员入场。1号黄绿翔，2号张志豪，7号崇义人，8号李允杰，10号丹尼尔，13号谢宗荣，15号林宇谦，24号郭少杰，29号多比。接下来介绍先发球员：3号古毛维嘉，4号迪蒙，6号白萨，12号贝纳斯，23号陈范博彦。总教练柯纳，助理教练柯诗，助理教练祥恩，助理教练邱品莲，体能训练师郭涵博，技术教练徐子轩。防护员黄奇俊，助理防护员杨俊祥，球队管理徐英哲。
好的，接下来需要各位球迷朋友一起来帮洋基工程队加油了。先帮我们把目光看向两边的荧幕，你们准备好了吗？方舟起航。
The ARK was born to sail through chaos, to turn fear into strength, turn storms into glory. When we pull up the anchor, we will set sail once more. We never yield. We rise with every step and every shout. We fight to reclaim our glory. Why they be down the board?
，Yankey ARK, are you ready? Okay, let's welcome Yankey ARK. 首先，我们欢迎的是背号0号 Number 0小前锋叶维杰，背号2号 Number 2后卫张杰伟，背号4号 Number 4控球后卫江家乐，背号7号 Number 7大前锋阿拉萨， 9号 Number 9控球后卫庄朝胜。背号13号 Number 13得分后卫高伟伦。背号21号 Number 21大前锋吕冠廷。背号27号 Number 27小前锋张镇亚。背号49号 Number 49中锋库萨斯。背号66号 Number 66中锋戴维斯。Now the starting five 先发介绍。背号5号 Number 5控球后卫李汉生。背号28号 Number 28得分后卫陈玉瑞。背号77号 Number 77小前锋张博伟。背号35号 Number 35前锋科瓦隆。背号22号 Number 22。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. We're coming to you live in Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium. The new guys finally did it last night. The Yankey ARK powered their way to their first win as a franchise with additional of new personnel. They're matching up against the TSG Ghosthawks. Next up for them in a 3 games and 4 nights homestand. The ARK claiming their first victory moved to 1-8, which is only 1 game behind the Taipei Fubon Braves. Meanwhile, the Ghosthawks are on a home winning streak, but are seeking some more success on the road, where they last won here at Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium. The Taoyuan Pilots will be next up on Tuesday. On the Mandarin broadcast, it is Guangnan Tech University's Wu Fengchen, and Formosa Television's Jason 黄崇超。球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播，要听中文转播讲评就要按到中文的转播链接。谢谢您收看，记得我们 Plus 转播都要按赞。Featured on the screen is Jamarcus J. West, the surname of his father, Meridi, the surname of his mother, but in Taiwan, going with his significant other's surname of Zhang. So that's what we know him as, Jay. He did not finish last night's game, sustaining a cut above his eyebrow and having to get stitched up at the hospital in the ER. But he was one of the more productive players last night. We'll read out his stat line: 17 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. But manning the middle is the addition of Samuel Degara in number 22 on the left, starting the game with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and Kupsas, who's been with the team since the very first game, with 21 points, 12 rebounds off the bench. The ARK are the only team to feature 2 bruising 7-footers, as the Italian pilots will have lineups with Alec Brown and William Martino, just about 7 feet, with Brown especially known for his outside shot. But Digara, fresh off playing for the Macau Black Bears in the East Asia Super League, where he was for 2 seasons, actually was a former Ghosthawk and was part of the squad that played in the T1, now defunct league's finals in the 22-23 season. Kupsas, the champion of the inaugural year. Liu Yungang was the former head coach of the New Taipei DEA squad, finding a new home here in Hsinchu with a long-awaited first victory. And I think to the positive for the ARK, it did come at home. So celebrations with a lot of the friends and family and corporate partners. There's Jay's stat line once again, and 3 3-pointers is definitely not something that opponents really put in their scouting report. The ARK as a squad actually dished out 33 assists. The only thing that really needed correct is having 24 turnovers as a squad. Before heading to the ER, though, Jamarcus with some thoughts heading out of the building with the team in a lead, but still with time left for the Braves to come back.
All I can think of is we must get this win, you know what I'm saying? But just put in a lot of hard work and effort to get our first win on this court. A lot of people came out and supported us, so all I can think about is just get the win. Yeah, that's it. I mean, every day I work 4 to 5 hours, maybe, or three to 4 times a day, weightlifting or practicing outside by myself. I try to play as much as I can. Like if it's not 5-on-5, I do a lot of skill work, one-on-one. But really, I just locked in. I mean, I do what I always do to get to this point, you know what I'm saying? But I locked in with my faith with God, and that helped me mentally. And then locked in on the court, and that's it. Yeah.
With that victory, the ARK also deny the Taipei Pro Hombres their team's historic 100th victory in the Plus League regular season. While we're there at home, they also dropped the Braves to 0-6 on the road, which the ARK are themselves, with a road trip after the Lunar New Year's, a chance to turn the page. Jamarcus and his collegiate teammate on the Ghosthawks, Gabby, and a fellow guard, Galway Luen of the ARK's number 13. All 3 members of Guangnan Technical, where Wu Fengchen is the coach. They did make the collegiate finals, a Final Four single elimination at the Taipei Arena every March. On the other side, the Ghosthawks are on a 5-game home winning streak, but a 3-game road losing streak.
Defensively, you have to put a lot of pressure on the guards. So they're a team that wants to play slow-paced basketball. They want to work the ball obviously under the basket. And we need to put a lot of pressure on the guards, make sure that they are not able to walk the ball up the floor. They're absolutely, because they really have an identity right now. I think the first couple of games, they were still trying to figure out how they wanted to play, how they see themselves as a basketball team. And now it's very clear. They want to play this type of basketball. That's an old school basketball, like from like 50 years ago, where you have 2 5 men that are not even 5 men in modern basketball anymore. So those type of players in modern basketball don't exist anymore, actually. But this is the way they want to play. So they want to put the size out there and try to feature that size as much as possible. So they have a very clear identity. They have a very clear philosophy in how they want to play. And I think it's also very clear how you have to play against this. Whether we'll be able to do this remains to be seen. But I guess we'll find out in the next 48 minutes.
One thing that's very important for the Ghosthawks and any team, the Ghosthawks are number 2 in the league with a 68.4% defensive rebounding percentage. Will that hold tonight? Yo Haoping, Pang Yuhan, and He Shenwei will be the 3 officials for tonight's affair. To start the game off for the Ghosthawks is Benas Grisiones, Phil Tenfan Boyan, Damon Brooks, team captain, Guma Weijia, and Mongolia's Baisa. Over on the ARK side, it's Degara, Artem Kovalov, Weber Zambowei, Chen Yurei, and their point guard Li Hansen. The mascots of the baseball team in Taoyuan, the Rakuten Monkeys on hand. Monkey with the round-shaped face and the scary big eyes. I'm telling you, they're scary. And his very disciplined push-up doing brother in Victor standing by. As part of the ARK's theme weekend of 动物风城市, in tribute to the adjacent municipal zoo, the ARK will be in their black jerseys and the Ghosthawks in white as the loose ball Guma Weijia collects. As the ARK settle into their 2-3 defense we saw plenty of in yesterday's game against the Braves. The Braves countered with their own 2-3 defense. They did not pressure a lot. Down low to Brooks, but the help comes as right back to Grisiones for the easy deuce. Big-to-big passing could be a big advantage for the opponents of the ARK if Sam is the only big in there, or Kupsas vice versa. Down low, and Degara with easy 2. Not enough ball pressure on the entry pass. Gumal breaking the paint as they start a rotation. Tenfan with some daylight, shoots the 3 and makes it. Former member of the Taipei Fubon Braves and then the Kaohsiung Steelers, Tenfan trying to turn over a new leaf. He's guarding the point guard. Degara setting up on the block, but that pass is deflected, and here comes the Ghosthawks. Clutching and clanking the layup as a foul on the rebound. Missed opportunity, but you kind of like the Ghosthawks getting on the open floor. Now, statistically, they are not a fast team, as it is Grisiones' hand to Kovalov's shoulder that was called. Degara on the cross screen facing 2 defenders. Turns it around and is fouled on the shot. That'll be quickly 2. Degara, the giant from Malta. In official games, he's only played 11 in the last 2 basketball seasons for the Macau Black Bears as participants in the East Asia Super League. The Black Bears, after last year's 3 wins and 3 losses, denied a East Asia Super League Final 4 spot. This year, going 0-6 with Degara in there for 5 of the games, minus the opener. Brooks down low, shoveling it to Grisiones. 1 dribble and a little lay-in with the left hand. That's twice now the 2 bigs have found each other, or Brooks has found Grisiones, the Lithuanian center. Degara fakes the handoff, now looking for an option. Kovalov screened for, then picked up his dribble as Taure, a clutching lay-in from the left side. The other side, a quick counter by Brooks. Brooks is a 20 points per game scorer for the Ghosthawks. The only import that they re-signed, as he's trying to front Degara with the ball getting loose. Weber with a look, and that's in and out. Gumal underneath the Brooks. He's fouled. Count it. make the shot through the contact. On the season series, the Ghosthawks with the 4 wins, no loss advantage, so a victory could give them the season series clinch. The teams will meet up 8 times. That's what you get for having a small league and trying to have enough home games to satisfy the crowd. Foul on the drive, it will be the Ghosthawks' 3rd as a squad. You see the white boxes on the scorebook underneath the team names. The 2 teams just played this past Tuesday with the ARK, as there's another foul featuring George King as their other import. And without the services of Jamarcus, Gumaweja in that game post a personal season high of 20 points. Little stoppage as the ARK try to execute a side out of bounds. Digara able to find some daylight. A whistle as Gumao was in the painted area. And look on the other side. Luciones is a legit 7-footer, so it is quite the search to find someone with even more height. Chen short with it as the ARK start to break the other way. A dish off to Kovalov for the fast break layup. The only other series that is clinched is the Pilots against the Braves. The Pilots going 5-0 against last year's finals runners-up as Visiones not getting the love. Quickly the other way, Weber tries again and overshoots it as we got a lot of activity on the Ghosthawks bench. Screening but not all activity as finally Visiones, as he lay it in with the foul. The referees are discussing. A little too tight of a camera angle there, as maybe a last tug before he gathered the basketball. No, they're going to count it. The ARK will make a substitution. It's going to be number 0, Warren Ioweji, their rookie. Short on the free throw. Down low, the double coming from the baseline. And that is the 3rd foul. Substitutions coming in a little too late.
He's standing there. He has the right to be sitting.
We're hearing the argument from the Ghosthawks side about cylinders.
Fucking wrestling. Hey, you gotta stay. You gotta stay calm.
Playing for Digara, who last night was 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 7 from the line. He had 4 assists, and Kupsas also had 7, getting a lot of open looks from their bigs, or perhaps they were looking for each other. Ghosthawks 6-point lead as Tobin Carberry in. Damon Brooks from underneath. Ali Daniel in the place of usually Carberry's partner, Jimmy Shiazonglo. Warren behind the back. A stumble as Kovalov not sending it to Degar. And a good jump by Ali Daniel for the interception, and here they come. Brooks to Chen Fan, who gets it rotating around. Now Carberry fires away, and it ricochets wide. Brooks getting a Degar to catch around the 3-point line. The Kovalov is hit. A little too aggressive with the block shot attempt by Daniel in his 3rd season. Our first stoppage of the game with the Ghosthawks 16, the ARK playing on a back-to-back with 8. You're watching the Plus League regular season here on YouTube.
有2颗小球接到的好朋友们，可以来参加中场的趣味竞赛。有谁想要参加趣味竞赛的？
有吗？尖叫声在哪里？
欢呼声在哪里？你们最爱的球队是哪一队？
哎，其实声音不够大哦。你们最喜欢的球队是哪一队？
哦，这边声音很大，这边声音很大，来。好，记得拿到小球可以参加中场小游戏的朋友，记得这个中场的时候来这边服务台集合，谢谢。
16-8 is your score, as our colleague Jason snapping a picture with Degar back in his days with Hong Kong Eastern, and there's a screenshot of Mbaye, and I believe that is Dang Akuth of the Taipei Fulham Braves raising their hands vertically while Degara is trying to get off a shot. Not a player that takes to the air hardly at all, as you might have saw from the opening tip. Meanwhile, Kovalov sinks the first free throw. Made his debut on Tuesday against the Ghosthawks in Tainan. Makes a second as Kupsas will take his place. Marcus with the bandage on. Brooks quickly flipping around and leaves it short. A double team as a travel is called. It's a lot for the referees to keep their eye on, both the footwork and the perhaps contact in the chest area. A drive and a flip out of bounds by Gumao. Degar was a former member of the Ghosthawks for a couple of seasons even, as Warren is going to get the 2 points. Daniel trying to pin it against the backboard. Wait, there was a foul first. That is on Damon. That is his second personal. No, that's Ghosthawks fresh in the game. So the block will stand, actually, although it might not count in the scorebook. Warren last night with 16 points on a 5 of 14 shooting, his 4th career double-digit scoring game. Coming off the bench more often lately after starting the season as one of the ARK's starters, along with Ghosthawks and Lauren Jackson. The latter no longer with the team, as Daniel from the high post is hit from behind and stripped from the basketball. Jay driving, dishing. And a offensive 3-second call. So a little 4-0 run for the ARK after the timeout, as number 1 Wang Xiang cashes the corner 3. Wang Xiang had a streak of 6 straight starts before Baisa took back the starting gig. Ghosthawks giving it back to Kovalov, and a little counter. Just like the Ghosthawks have been getting those big-to-big connections. Ghosthawks left wide open, and it is deflected off of one ARK off another. Another look at Damon Brooks taken to the air, but not cutting off the passing lane. Lewis from a further range. Jay crossing his opponent over, dishing it backwards as Ghosthawks able to get the bounce. And they close the gap to 3 points. Carberry. Lewis with a dribble pull-up, that's off. Some pressure though, as Damon Brooks will earn himself a trip to the line and a little walk to catch his breath. You see catching Ghosthawks from behind, and might have been some risk, but certainly a lot of ball too. The changes for both teams, as Xie Zonglong will take Ali Daniels' place, and Allen Galway Lun for Chen Yurei. Now one of the guard spots for the ARK. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Folks on this season, a 76% free throw shooter. There's Gabby. Collegiate teammate of Allen and Jamarcus. Usually we put the camera on the color commentator a lot, especially for a lot of Tsinghua universities. Players on the floor for a Tsinghua broadcast. But a mismatch as Kovalov was held. Bonus free throws coming up. It was Lewis who was tangled up. "28 years young Kovalov. In his third game in the Plus League, averaging 15 points and 5.5 rebounds. Now the ARK in man, or no, back in zone. No, it's man defense, excuse me, as Brooks take the tough step back. Jay, last night's 9 rebounds, adds to tonight's total, though he's got to get control of the handle. And Galway Lund tried to decelerate, ends up getting a travel call against him. Easton is back in, and on the Ghosthawks side, in the left corner, Ethan Zong is in as Brooks, clutching take, no. It falls to the Hansen's hands. Trying to go Kovalov's way again, and he loses the handle of it, trying to claim there was a foul as ARK quickly facing the Ghosthawks attack as no call there, and Brooks, the beneficiary. Double team, Kupsas up fake, calmly lays it in. It's the benefit of being a 7'2". Not really afraid of getting your shot blocked. Damon from the elbow, a big bounce out. A whistle as Galway Lund was making a move. There's Lee Hassan on the floor. And a look, trying to set up the cross screen, and Brooks ran through him. Despite 3 personal fouls, Grisiones will return as Brooks can use a breather. He has 2 fouls. He's in, and this is his 4th game for the ARK, averaging 7 points and 4.3 assists. As here is the 2 big lineup for the ARK. But engaged in man defense as Grisiones over to Ethan, unable to make the jumper. ARK with a chance to tie or go ahead this possession. Quickly, they're looking at Degar's way, and they're cutting Allen gets the lay-in. Well, the double came in time, but the team defense ripped apart. A couple of cross screens as Wecha able to float it in. Ghosthawks back in the lead. That's Wecha's first field goal attempt. having returned from the bench. Trying to loop it up as Carberry poking it out of bounds. You look at Ethan coming to double, as the Ghosthawks love to double from the baseline. And so his assignment's got to know the time to cut. Quickly inbounding the ball and then shooting the three is Eason. And the ARK have taken the 1-point lead. The ARK did not have a foul to take, so this will be a free throws. Need some instruction from his coach, as you see is getting up in the stance and then hook with that right arm. To save Bruce Jonas for a fourth personal. He's out. Ollie Daniel back in for the last 9.85. Who's a 76% free throw shooter. The Ghosthawks, one of the best defensive teams in the Plus League. In fact, the lowest points per game allowed, 92.6. Less than 10 seconds. Jansen throwing it back to Godevar, off balance, misses, and the Ghosthawks get the stop. So just like last night, we have a tie ball game after the first quarter, 26-26 in this one. We'll go to break with the second quarter coming up.
奋战每一天 ，Go Rock 古田桃园，胜利会站在我这边，只要相信着 ，We are hand in hand together， 肩并肩，肩并一生信念 ，Rock 田桃园，勇往直前，与你同行，我听我的桃园，写下传说经典。 手相连，梦想就会实现，迈向王者之巅。我听我的桃园，勇敢乐天，把古田桃园，勇敢乐天。我听我的桃园，永不改变。让天桃园，勇往直前。让天桃园。
掌声加点热忱，谢谢我们梦幻联的 Yankey Girls and 乐天女孩。那接下来比赛呢，在第一节结束之后，等一下第二节开始，也请各位球迷朋友继续来帮我们的洋基工程篮球队继续加油，一起来帮球员加油打气，跟着乐天女孩，跟着 Yankey Girls 一起球。
好，谢谢 AB， 谢谢云溪乐天桃园。
We're here inside of Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium for the first year of the Yankee ARK going up against the TSG Ghosthawks. Uma Wei-Chia featured on the screen in the last 3 games, 18.3 points, 7.3 assists. He leads the league overall with 6.1 this season in the assist department. He won a Player of the Week for Week 15. For the set of games, the Ghosthawks won at home against the Tongan Pilots, handing them their first loss, and then another matchup with the Braves. The Ghosthawks having played them in the first round of last year's Challenger Series. It's Eason waiting for the Coops on screen. He rolls. The pass doesn't come as Degara ending up with it, but taking a deep jumper with 7 seconds on the clock and knocking it down. Way out to Gumao Weijia, who tries to counter with a deep shot as Baisa with the offensive rebound. The ARK did have 7 turnovers in the first quarter. Long 2, that's good. One thing the Braves were not able to do is to shoot the ball with efficiency. Overall, 32 for 93, of course. That is their overall field goal percentage, but from our observations, many missed open jumpers. You've got to be able to do that against the ARK, who they feature this lineup, as Degara almost hits another one. Ethan, shot fake to the outside. Now it's Baisa's turn. Brooks, back to Ethan. Corner 3, no. Shizong getting the board, though, underneath all the commotion. How about Brooks' turn? He's got it. That's several offensive rebounds in this second quarter. Looping it up, and Degara slams it with the right hand. There's a good pass, and that's what Coach Corner is talking about. You got to contest the pass, make it difficult, as Brooks with the left hand able to utilize the backboard for another 2 points. There's a 10 assists per squad, as quickly Degara trying to get open. Deep pass, though. He's underneath the basket, and called for the travel. Foot came down before he released the pass. And the ARK will size down. Degara get a break. Kovalov in, along with Tony Ray. You see that right foot come down. And actually, he already hopped. Brooks from the elbow with only 3 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Gumao. Fires away. Almost. And in transition, a foul by the Ghosthawks. Ethan, overall in the season, still percentage-wise a good three-point shooter, but a little bit of a drought going on. Kovalov getting past Jimmy and coaxing another foul. Not good discipline with the defensive slide. See, his weight is way higher than Kovalov. Kovalov, 57% from the line coming into tonight with a friendly bounce. Made all 2 of his field goals and now 4 for 5 from the line. He has surpassed Degara for the leading scorer of the ARK. I saw it taken to the air, looking for a pass as Brooks clears to the corner, overshoots it. Faking the pass now, flinging it up right to Brooks. Little high-low action. Shizomo going baseline, going with the reverse, and a whistle comes late. There's the general manager of the ARK, former general manager of the Ghosthawks, David.
秒不车，投完来电跌倒的荷兰车。
Let's see. There's not no contact on that play, and actually the ref might have saw the contact with the hands. I'm sure cadence-wise, ARK would have rather heard it right away. Here's Zhonglong. 5.6 points, 4.9 rebounds per game in more limited minutes than last season. Able to cash in at both of them. A little bit of pressure as the Ghosthawks sink into a 2-3 zone. Kovalov at the high post. At any rate, giving it a try, and Carberry will run it back. Chiazono with the runner, that's no good. Lots of contact there. Kupsas trying to work something off of the lower leg, mid-leg section, as you see Kumal put his left hand up. He is not telling the truth when he said, I didn't touch him. There's certainly contact on that screen, and you see that left hand pull up. Just going to be a common foul. 13 foul by the Ghosthawks.
Let's go Yankees! Let's go Yankees! Let's go Yankees!
Now in a man defense. Easton driving the baseline and gets the whistle. You see his hand not quite vertical. Easton able to take advantage. Missing with two as the Ghosthawks team rebound there. Turnaround push shot from about 10 feet. You want to break the ARK defense. Find those openings in the middle. Previous edition of the ARK, we could say, with an incredible three-point percentage against them. Timeout on the floor. As it stands now, the ARK see their opponents make 42% of their threes. It's time for us to step aside with the Ghosthawks with a 5-point lead here in the second quarter.
跟着 Yankey ARK 一起前进梦想吧。
接下来是我们动物方程式，邀请大家一起看向大荧幕，进入我们动物方程式，来挥个手。我们的贝嘉怡来笑一个哈，你们这是什么？长颈鹿是不是？那长颈鹿的特色是什么？哎，你是无尾熊，无尾熊的特色或是哎呦，你们现在兑换了哟。可爱可爱，哎，哦，这位是宁轩吗？哎呦，艾莉呀，这个是狐狸是不是？来，接下来下一个，哎，你是兔子无尾熊，哎，不好意思，挡到镜头了哈，弟弟，看一下我们的大荧幕，弟弟，挥个手，哎，接下来是无尾熊，哎，林蛋没有脸。
You want to follow along with the statistics of the game? Head to pleagueofficial.com/game/686. 37-32 is your score. As we take a look at some of the faces in the crowd with the special theme camera. The Hsinchu Municipal Zoo is a mere 100 meters away from the entrance of the gymnasium. 7.5 minutes ago in the first half, as Ghosthawks is fouled. It's Damon Brooks trying to keep up, and free throws coming up. You see that left hand go down. Brooks with 3. Venas Grisiones with 3. Over on the ARK side, no player has more than 1 foul. Looking at the free throw situation on the game, the Ghosthawks are 6 for 8. The ARK, as they face Chen fans, missed 3. With the left hand, Kovalov can't get it down. Back to zone. Carberry pulling out the defense, getting Ghosthawks involved the screen, leaving Phil open again for 3, and that one's down. Turnover on the ARK. Certainly a weakness of the ARK is when Ghosthawks is involved with a high ball screen. Dugara will return, and presumably they're going to settle into that zone again. Quick fire by Son. That's back-to-back for the Ghosthawks. Deflected pass, and Chen Fan, they say, off of the ARK. And multiple players given the replay challenge signal, and it looks like the Yihua will oblige.
Hey!
Things could only really be positive for the Ghosthawks. They disrupt the ball, have it out of bounds. Well, if it was off them anyways, they didn't challenge. It is close, but I think maybe the referee's got it right. Not getting 2 hands on the ball, just kind of rush with it. I think the refs do get it right. So once again, for the Ghosthawks, only good things can come out of this replay review. It was a 5-point lead with a 7:21 on the clock. Marcus trying to keep up with Carberry, shooting the elbow extended jumper. Two bigs get set up on opposite blocks as Dugara hooking it to Jay from the right wing. It's doinked as, look out, multiple players going down. Ghosthawks and Jimmy being helped up. Let's take another look at Carberry. Looks like Carberry, he knocks down Ghosthawks. Trying to go for the ball. More free throws. Let me get it in before they attempt more. 11 for 18 are the ARK. After last night, they were 22 of 34 for only 65%. Bingo for Ghosthawks. Now up to 8 points on the game as Shizono out to Baisa. A beautiful spiral, back spinning in. There's a little pressure by the Ghosthawks. To the cutting Ray, that's out as Digara off to Weather, who cuts and scores. Can't fault the Ghosthawks defense that much. They did everything except get the rebound, and it was all she wrote. As loose ball, in close, Ghosthawks rotated out. Jimmy will give it a try. That's in! So the two teams exchange second chance scores. Aggressive pressure D as Baisa gambles, thrown up to Digara. And let's see this whistle.
Come on.
Incredibly, it is against Benas. Let's take another look. Certainly taking contact to the face as his left hand goes down. Certainly a tough situation, but you got to judge what was the first contact.
Like running with them, keep them moving.
First contact is what leads to the second contact. Way short as Ghosthawks rifles it out for a reset. Forward to the reverse and good. Only one team foul before Ray. No help defender on the drive. Going to be a lot of those one-on-ones for ARK opponents. Brooks is rejected. Down by 9, the ARK trying to get a comeback going as Ghosthawks was pushed first on the catch. The ARK bench offering complaint, but pretty clearly a foul first. There was the push as did not rise up with it yet. Previously, ARK opponents were fouling them 22 times per game. And they've attempted previously 24 free throws per game. As we mentioned yesterday, they attempted 34. And in merely the first half of this one, already looking at 24 attempts. Now the zone's out wide for the ARK. Down low to Daniel, rifling about the Gumao. One ball screen. On the roll, deflected pass, Koopsas to Jay. As the ARK have a takeaway. Charging ahead, back pass to Gara, setting up. And forced into a miss. And a look out on that rebound. Daniel's aggressive, he steals it. Running the floor, numbers for the Ghosthawks, excuse me, as Brooks sinks the deep shot. This time it is Chen Fan. Not keeping him with Chen Yurei, who's going to give the armbar warning.
It's a flop and you say I know, but you still call it.
Blank for Chen Yurei, who's only a little bit of a journeyman himself. Signed with the Taiwan Trust back in 2018. Spent many years with the Pilots. With the team finally won the title and appeared in the season 4 championship against the Kings. Last year, the Pilots able to do it against the Braves. Chen Yurei, the only Pilot to make the move, as a foul first. It is Jamarcus battling it out with Ollie Daniel. They've had a few battles at the college level. Ollie Daniel for Tsinghua University, just like that. He's hit from behind. And will earn himself a trip to the line. Sneaking behind as Koopsas only stopping by fouling. Daniel, in his 3rd year, 53 career plus league regular season games played, way off. He's a very efficient rebounder. 12 rebounds per 36 would be the 5th most efficient rebounder for qualified players, as back in the day, Kovalov pulls it down. Not even looking Koopsas' way, as Jay takes a tough shot off the window and in. Ghosthawks lead down to 6 as Brooks over to Phil. All trying to make a move. And can only be lucky throwing it off of ARK's shin. Jamarcus even going to the left hand on that shot. Very high degree of difficulty. Back to Brooks, another deep 2. Slow to get the ball up the floor. Over to Chen Yurei, line drive, way short, as deflected pass back to the ARK. Koopsas going back to work. And it's Weber hit. Not a good contest by Phil there.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Weber starting his 4th game for the ARK. Now, he's certainly a journeyman. Couple stints in the Super Basketball League before signing with the Braves in 2016. With the Steelers in 2020, their inaugural year, but due to off-the-court issues, did not appear till 2021. Now with this new team and the Yankee ARK, they've shrunken the Ghosthawks lead to 3 with a minute to go. Carberry back to Daniel with a two-hand slam. Another patient play and another paint score for the Ghosthawks against the ARK. No matter what personnel they have in there, the big-to-big passing or the guard-to-big passing from the painted area has been good. Ball knocked loose. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Weber probing left, finding a crease, dropping it though. As eventual scramble won by White. Demont Brooks makes his own shot, picking up his own miss. Perhaps one last possession. Kovalov, deep shot, and banks it home. After last night's Hail Mary, the ARK get another Kovalov out of this world deep shot. The two squads will head to the locker rooms as the Ukrainian national team player provides a little bit of end of clock magic.
谢谢 Lock and Girls 为我们带来精彩的中场表演。
再次热烈掌声，谢谢我们的 Lock and Girls。没有错哈，中场结束之后有好看的 好看的舞蹈之外，也有好玩的游戏。好玩的游戏是什么呢？是我们的吉祥物的连连看，动物连连看。今天呢，我们邀请到了雷电桃园的吉祥物大圣，还有我们洋基工程的 ARK 来分组进行投篮比赛。刚刚在第1节的时候，有选出2位幸运的球迷朋友，记得1分钟之内投进去，吉祥物会把球传给你们。
Welcome here to the home of the Yankee ARK. Find themselves trailing by 4 points at halftime against the TSG Ghosthawks. There's the first half statistics where we have points, field goal shooting, 3-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. Certainly the biggest difference in the game is the shot selection. The Ghosthawks taking 18 threes, making 7 of them, and that's by 5 different players. Meanwhile, the ARK only electing to take 7 threes. Now, a couple of 3-point shooters were fouled. The ARK do own the rebounding lead with 25 to the Ghosthawks 19. They do have only 5 offensive rebounds, so it's a good sign if you're the Ghosthawks finishing off possessions. Sam Degar in his second game of action, along with Ghosthawks trying to man the middle, but the Ghosthawks able to score from the paint. And in that department, it is tied up 24 points to 24 points, thanks to the stat sheet I just received, the scorers table. The ARK will play very differently defensively with the different personnel. If you have Degar and Kupsas together, it'll be a lot of zone. If it's Kupsas and Kovalov, it'll be a lot of man defense. And you can make an observation from these highlights. More often than not, for both teams, the most dangerous man is one without a basketball. The cutters and spot-up shooters have a lot of benefits and see a lot of open opportunities with all the attention going to the 2 bigs of the ARK, both offensively and defensively. One thing though, the ARK did cause, or did have 13 first half turnovers. I'm trying to look for that stat, and that has led to the Ghosthawks to go on the fast break just a few more times. They can ill afford that. And in this stretch of 3 games in 4 nights, fatigue will certainly be a big test. It's about time for us to step aside with leading scorers coming up in the next segment. We're about 5.5 minutes away from the action resuming here at Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium. Wu Fengchen, Coach Wu Fengchen and Jason Huang Tongcao will be taking care of you on the Mandarin commentary track over here on the English broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, and it's now time to show off the Ghosthawks led by Damon Brooks with 22 points, 9 of 17 shooting. He's been the most prolific scorer for the Ghosthawks, doing it from his comfortable ranges. He's beneficiary of a couple of inside dimes, his own effort on the putbacks. He's also made a few jumpers too. That was his only three-pointer as he made a couple of jumpers with his foot on the three-point line. You might think that Brooks will face the biggest challenge with the ARK featuring 2 7+ footers in there, but Brooks proving that he can get it done regardless. Kovalov with the three-pointer to end the first half puts him ahead with 12 points. Kupsas follows with 10, Degara with 8. Number 35, Kovalov, getting the start once again. Also has 6 rebounds with that last three-pointer. We need to feature his Hail Mary heave from yesterday's game as a compilation. Taipei Fubon Braves, with 1 win, can advance to the East Asia Super League Finals. Currently placed in 3rd place in Group A. The Pilots, having clinched with a loss of less than the margin that would have forced any tiebreakers, with 1 game remaining for the Ryukyu Golden Kings against the Morocco Bolts. There's the Braves. They have to take that victory on the road in Utsunomiya. The Brecks, fresh off of a victory against Hong Kong Eastern, and with another win, should vault them into 1st place over the SK Knights. The ARK in back-to-back games after having clinched their very first victory as a pro club. We'll start off on defense. A first miss and a stop by the ARK will lead them on offense. Jamarcus, Jay West, pushing off to Ray as a fake double, then Bill actually coming for the double. 1 dribble and a long possession as Kupsas to Weber. His push shot short. Time to run for the Ghosthawks. Got a 3-on-3 ahead. Bill from the right corner hits it. Not a traditional fast break, but these are new times. And Degara able to make the shot. I think the Ghosthawks not happy with what appeared to be a push at the contested shot. Shids alone from the left wing too strong. Bill doubling, and another layup for the ARK. It's Weber, this time off the bank. This time short as a deflected rebound. It was Brooks' turn as Degara able to throw it down. And let's see what the additional whistle law is on. I think it's going to be extracurriculars. And Degara is actually called for the technical. You see Brooks with some contact. And an additional bump. Certainly a very different game to play, a different game to officiate with a 7'6" player out there. Trying to shift the defense. Gumal. Baisang. Brooks on the cut. And go baseline, hooking it to the ARK's general manager. A former player himself in the SBL days. The double comes in once again. Weber, but he misses this time. the ARK appear to get that look whenever they want, as Brooks is spinning and one. Pretty incredible make by him. Getting thrown off bounds. I don't even know if he had an eye on the goal, as we're being told that he's gonna have to earn it from the line. Nope, mistake on our production. Of course it counts. Look at that high degree of difficulty. I apologize for that. And Brooks has it roll out. Ghosthawks providing a screen assist, getting the ball over the half-court timeline. The gamble, this time a clean look for Degara. Degara, only blemish on the stat line, going 0 for 6 from the free throw line in the first half as Brooks up close. Ghosthawks will bring it across the timeline. Not going to heave the pass to Gar's way as Phil, a pushing foul. Foot crossed up, picked up the dribble to a cutter, deflected. Got a 2-on-1 ahead as Terry Ray fouls Kumao. Funny looking 2-on-1 with Xie Zhonghong. Trying to screen, did not get a screen. Instead of splitting out wide to kind of force the last line of defender to choose. Out of the baseline, Baisa probing, looking back to Brooks. Contested three on the way, and it hits the iron. Looking to Gar's way. Always takes that reverse pivot. A funny look. As
I need you on the floor.
more extracurriculars going on. Tough, but Brooks, personal foul to him as he was actually teed up from the lead official with the trail official calling. Letting the website update. Damon Brooks with 5 personal fouls. Jay just keeping his balance. On the switch, Terry Ray trying to make a move, and a whistle comes on the reach. Just like that. The Ghosthawks with the next foul will put the ARK into penalty. It looks like Kumao was reaching. Score by Jay from the right wing as his coach on the broadcast booth celebrates. All shoveling it to Jimmy from closer, no good. Gar putting the ball on the deck. And a call for traveling.
来那么明显，这个手搭的这样，你这个角度看不到，我都看到，你看不到。哇靠！
Plenty of words from both coaching staffs with the officials. Almost consider it generous that they just issued a travel and not offensive foul. No, Yihua also arguing that Venas was some contact as Chen finally downs the three. Still a double-digit score in this game. Wangershang about to check in the game as we have our first stoppage here in the second half. The ARK down by 3 points with the Ghosthawks trying to speed up the game, get to the finish line here on the road.
OK， 现在大荧幕上有我们的 Dance Chen， 邀请大家一起跟我们的杨基女孩来 battle 一下，来哦！哇，这个妹妹举起我们的艺人板板，妹妹跳舞来 ，Jenny 给她跳起来，来，妹妹挥挥手也可以哦，来跳一下来 ，Jenny， 哎呦，我们的 Ellie 啦，哎呦，舞蹈 PK 不输我们杨基女孩呢。 来，这么寒冷的天气，好，一起动起来，大家一起动起来。来，接下来妹妹，哦，现在大荧幕拍到你喽。妹妹来，看，再动起来，动起来，来，或是对镜头们，你开心挥挥手也可以。妹妹不要害羞，不要害羞，不要害羞。来，接下来是又是下一个妹妹，是不是？我们今天摄影师特别偏好这么年轻的妹妹。来，妹妹跳起来，跳起来，或是对镜头挥挥手都可以。好，现在继续看我们的主场两队一起加油。
Welcome back to the broadcast. As Ye Weijie bricks that three. Like an errant pass as the ARK will hustle it down. Coming out of the break, they're in the TSG 221 full court zone on the +2 YouTube channel at P.LEAGUE official. After a long kick out, Eason with a miss. Ghosthawks, the lucky recipient of another offensive rebound as Degara missed the reverse as the Ghosthawks scramble rebound. 5-on-4 as Gumal back pass a little too hot. Tricky out of bounds, they say, off of White. You look for yourself, as it looks like it is indeed Gliciones' shin. Ghosthawks will get a rest. Kovalov in. Up close, Chen able to pick up the basketball. Carberry slips it to Benes, over to Lewis, back to Carberry, attacking the closeout. ARK double though. Time running now, Lewis dribble pull up and climbs out. The Ghosthawks local player shooting efficiency needs to climb up. As Degara puts a move on and lays it in. And corner now teed up by the near side official who was not even being argued with. Claiming there was a travel by Degar. Let's see, his right foot is I think the right foot was supposed to be the pivot. It is very close. Maybe they're just such big shoes. The referees, like the broadcasters, kind of confused. Technical free throw for Ghosthawks get the ball back. That is an area of concern for the ARK this game. 20 for 31 at the line. Rifled over to Shizono, able to score. Carberry with the dime. Carberry with 5 assists on the game as we're looking Degar's way. And forced into an initial miss and able to get the putback. Degar has 18 points. Recall his plus league debut was a 30 and 20. Over the top. Ethan to Jimmy, player flops as the push shot is good. Deflected on the pass. And a little too hot, out of bounds. I think rightfully, Degar is going to get a break. Four minutes left here in the third quarter. This time the ARK are actually sticking with a 2-3 zone. Over the top, not enough on that pass though, as Chen able to intercept. Ghosthawks in man defense as got a 3-man game on the right side. And Kovalov is knocked over. ARK will be in the bonus for the rest of 3:21. They'll try to reach for the basketball. And, cleaner than I thought. There was no contact, but it looked like Shizono might have got his fingertips on the ball. Both teams with a lot of substitutions as a corner will call the timeout. On screen now, local players are the face of the league. On January 31st, Chen with 15 points. The next day, Shizono pitched in 16. And on Tuesday against the ARK, Ghosthawks got the start in the game and scored 11 points. I believe he made 3 3-pointers. And that is certainly a benefit this season from before, with the Ghosthawks running a much deeper lineup. Chen signed as a free agent. They started #1 Wang Luxiang for a number of games, and they also signed Ollie Daniel, and he was been active for the currently injured Gabrielle Humphreys. So yeah, there's Gabby with the red beanie, maroon color beanie. They run much deeper now. And the Plus League rules now have only 3 imports active per team. So for local players to step up with all those matchups being the same game after game, barring no changes in personnel, as the ARK comeback is right now hampered very much by their lack of efficient shooting. The Ghosthawks 7 of 12 is not great, but that is only 5 misses to the ARK, who've missed 11 times at the line tonight. But with only a 2-point lead, Carberry utilizing a screen, passes off to Phil, takes the shot, and it's off the mark. Phil on the game of 4 for 7, all 3-point attempts. Ghosthawks picked up the dribble as Geeson trying to break down Carberry. They switch, and the time ran out. Not great if your point guard can't keep track of the shot clock. Ball screen, Carberry dribble pull up, no. And Ghosthawks end up with the offensive rebound. Trying to attack the zone. It's just Carberry on Kovalov from the corner. A tough shot. Burying it is Tobin Carberry. He was over in the first half of play, but never too late. Gets some scoring going. Ghosthawks helps out against the pressure. Ball touched out of bounds. Trying to get a little high-low action going. And this time it's the ARK who have elected to call a timeout. A elongated 2-0 run is all it took, as you see. Not a very zone-breaking offense. You get the most up-close look at that last play.
然后4-5嘛，然后因为他现在把那个大老白守在这里，所以你传这个时候，库这么直接挤进来，这个就有了。等到球送到中间的时候，你再下去，他说，那这两边就有机会，就要砍3分了嘛。冷静一点，冷静一点。好，然后现在攻击点就是那个小老黑那个位置，手积极一点。
Right now, they got Tobin as the main scorer. Gotta be aggressive on him.
这个在这里啊，这一边稍微，他如果往这边稍微缩进来一点，因为他一直在这边做偏漏啊，修一点，他这个点可能就是会漏，所以上来一点，修一下再回去。好，来叫。
Li Hua sharing with the team. Let the Ghosthawks double and the wing shooters be ready. Meanwhile, shrink the defense when Carberry has the ball. He's been the focal point of a few possessions. Yankee York 0-8 start, their first victory last night. Down by 4 as Visiona screens and re-screens. Carberry from the elbow, no love. Ghosthawks, the hit to the midsection. He's kind of down. Over to Weber. A tough long shot is good. Putting it through is Tom Bolway. Foul on the pass. Carberry looked trapped there. Caught up in the air, but some contact. Weber doesn't have a very traditional jump shot, but that allows him to have those kind of makes. Warren tried to bounce it off of his teammate as Jamarcus fouls, and now the Ghosthawks chance at the line. Carberry now approaching 23 minutes played in the game. As Degara and Ray about to check back in. Here's the 2-2-1 front for the Ghosthawks as Koopsas at the high post, Degara at the low post. Hand on the ball, and still doesn't dissuade Degara from getting another two-pointer. Houston is playing with 4 foul screens. And a re-screen for Carberry, leading to, gets good. Carberry with a couple of real tough jumpers here in the third quarter for the Ghosthawks to maintain a 4-point lead heading into the fourth and final frame of this one. 谢谢我们的 Yankey Girls and Rakuten Girls， 还有谢谢 York， 谢谢大圣、元气，还有云溪，谢谢带来精彩的节表演。 暂时落后4分，需要大家更努力，让大声一起帮助。We catch you as the action begins here in the fourth quarter. Weber missing the three as Degara gets the putback. his second game with the ARK. Having tasted victory last night, Degara now a 22-point scorer. Stepping up high in the zone as Carberry. Ball back to Carberry. Catch and shoot 3. So close as Ali Daniel tried to bounce it to a teammate. And it's a turnover on the Ghosthawks. Swinging it away. They want Degara on the left block, but Ray finally throwing it up for a turnover. Carberry charging ahead and drawing a whistle. In this game, Ali Daniel might be the most effective at fronting Degara with his long arms. The slip as Ali Daniel with the finger roll. Gumal Weijia with the assist. Pocket pass. Fronting again. Ball gets away. 2 men ahead. It's Gumal Weijia with the right-handed lay-in as the Ghosthawks taking the 6-point lead. A quick run in the last minute or so of action. Trying to deny the ARKs a second straight victory here at home. We'll go to break.
来，接下来回到我们动物工程师的 Chen。Hello， 妹妹这一家人来对镜头挥挥手。妹妹，这个是什么？长颈鹿是不是？长颈鹿有没有什么特别的特色呢？可以帮我们比出来一下吗？哎，现在换成姐姐、妈妈。哎，接下来这个弟弟，来让我们镜头挥挥手，弟挥挥手 ，Hello， 你知道你是什么动物吗？哎呦，接下来换妹妹，兔子，可爱狐狸。哎，接下来妹妹是一只长颈鹿呢，对镜头挥挥手一下。戴毛毛的弟弟呀。哎，有一个更小的弟弟，来，我们对镜头挥挥手一下。Hello， 挥挥手，挥挥手。哎，结果是隔壁的先生，你对到我们的动物工程师的脸。来，接下来，来，这个妹妹对我们镜头挥挥手一下。对着对手，突然来个挡一下哈，挥手一下。来，镜头对着斜下面，斜下面。来，弟弟。笑一个，你上镜头了，弟弟。笑一个来。好了，就回到我们主场来吧，大家加油！
Out of timeout. The ARK need a response here. Ghosthawks at the free throw area as a foul from the side. Wang Luxiang ended up tweaking something. Look, it looks like a little bit of a sandwich there. Ghosthawks perfect at the lineup. He's only taking you can believe it, 2 field goal attempts. Degara has more than half, 17 of the ARK's 33 2-point attempts. No 3-point attempts, though we did see that in the East Air Super League game as Weber holding Brooks off, unable to get the lay-in. Time for a counterattack. Gumal to Brooks. Trying to lull the defense asleep, high up and in with the floater. Kind of a funky sequence, but 2 points just the same. Underneath, Degara on on his way to 30 points this game. Daniel screens as Carberry works his way. The deep two on the way, swishes it. He's come alive here in the second half. If he's going to make those mid-range jumpers, that's going to be a challenge for the zone defense. Daniel Campbell as Dugara takes a second step and was fouled from behind. Good effort by Daniel to stay in that play, not allow an easy two. Brooks thinking Kupsas would ignore him. You see charging in there and still able to score it. Finally, Dugara able to make a free throw, missing his previous 7 attempts. Brooks with Weber on him. Will driving kick action as number 4 can't get it down as ARK will race ahead. Don't look as an offensive foul is called. They say Dugara was grappling with the arms. Dugara's 4th personal foul is also a turnover. Get another look. That right arm was engaging a hook. And another whistle. That's the 4th. Oh, excuse me, the 3rd on the ARK. Meanwhile, the Ghosthawks been relatively disciplined with only 2. There you see, trying to get a wraparound tap. Lewis, dribble pull up. Our aim is to go Kupsas thinking about it. They're still targeting Dugara on the block. So Weber to Kupsas maneuvering and blocked by Daniel. Over on the other side, Carberry gets the whistle. I think the Ghosthawks have found their, as we say in Taiwan, their Patriot defender. Sometimes when the shot is so close, the referees won't even consider goaltending because the ball won't be on its way down. You can only get a basket interference. Meanwhile, Tainui putting his hands in. And that draws the whistle. Carberry able to get the bounce. Yesterday, Dugara played for almost 31 minutes. You can understand there might be some fatigue. Kupsas, on the other hand, played for 40 minutes. 2 for 2. A little bit of a mix-up with the formation as there's finally some balance, but only 5 seconds left as Jay lofts it up. Big bounce out for the Ghosthawks. All wide open from the left corner, and it swirls out. Ghosthawks locals are sure missing a lot of their opportunities. Down low to Ghosthawks, had it stripped, and a whistle does come.
If he did not do anything, you wouldn't have called. If he does left, you don't call.
Let's get another look. Could have been on that last poke. 6:50, and two squads will take a break. It's the ARK calling a timeout, down by 7. Tagara ran to the locker rooms and has returned, so we'll see if that trip might have allowed him to get ready for this next sequence.
敌盟这个点，
Brooks.
等一下打 4， 叫这个人走，
Go this guy.
然后传给他，
Pass it.
把他引出来，
Force Brooks out.
然后我们的4
Or 4.
再去挡5
Gonna go straight for the 5.
啊。如果他不出来，你也可以继续投。
He'll come out. We can shoot. We can pull up. So we go on. Yeah, we go
Yeah.
Brooks side. Brooks side. Brooks.
对 ，box option side. He's here. Tell him. Run and pass. Pass. He's out. Next screen. 好，来叫。
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready?
好，接下来继续来帮我们的杨基公司加油！杨基加油！再让下一个的节奏我们一起来，杨基，杨基，杨基公司成功！
Now the timeout. No personnel changes as Weber opens the wing. And a rebounding foul. It's Gumao not allowing landing space. Trying to split the gap, and he was pulled down. Tere will go to the line.
They shoot 58.
Apologies to the crude word choice. Well, I'd argue can't allow the opponents to get away with no foul there. Tere in his 6th start. 9th game played for the ARK. It's 2 for 2, improving on what is a 65% mark from the line. 5-point game. Brooks goes to the basket as Daniel screens. Ball with some daylight, floats it up for some cash. A lot of movement on the respective benches. Okolov and Weber colliding. A reaching foul on Daniel. His 4th personal, and more free throws coming up. How to slide your feet. But he's been out there for a while without a break, so Grisiones and Baisa will check in, as that was the teammate-to-teammate collision I was describing. The Lithuanian center Ghosthawks. Second go around here in Taiwan, sinking that free throw. the steal as Ghosthawks keep it moving. Over to Gumal, almost, as Kovalov trying to get out of the backcourt trouble. Jay putting his head down, scooping up with the left hand, and it's going to be a stop for the Ghosthawks. ARK can't figure out if they're in a man or zone. Marcus trying to guard on the pick and roll. Over to Brooks, who throws it down with the right hand. The ambidextrous dunking Brooks. Haven't said his name in a while. Now with 31 points on the night. It's out of bounds. So as the ARK was closing the gap. A little air let out of the balloon. Another Gumal Wei-Jian assist. Ghosthawks running a double cross set, leaving Byside to attack the closeout, out to Brooks, and very close. That's not what the players want to hear, though. Quick handoff, Jamarcus bumping, passing, over to Zagara as the double comes. Getting a little pressure on it, and a block shot for Benas. And Jay fouls in the front court. That'll send the Ghosthawks to the line. Zhang Jiewei with 5 personal as Jiewei Jie coming into the game in that last possession. I saw 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. This is the Ghosthawks starting lineup now. Warren with the runner, no. Chance to make a double-digit lead for the Ghosthawks as Mal stripped, trying to get it back. Headlong dive by Jamarcus leaves ARK down a man. So around 3 seconds left. Byside, oh, missing the up and under. And good hustle by Warren causes a backcourt violation. The awkward part of the rule is, even if the deflection and loose ball was caused by the defense, if the offensive player last touches the basketball, like Phil does there, that counts as a voluntary touch and a backcourt violation as Jay quickly missing the 3. But Kusas right there going up and good. Not over yet for the ARK as Brooks hands off and then it goes to the dunker spot. Still in the orange sneakers, can't connect. We're going the other way as Luis Jonas was knocked down. would say there's contact going both ways, but Vergara hitting Grisiones in the face is a little bit more impactful. Cross screening doesn't open anything up as Gumao rifles it at Grisiones. How did he see him? And one. 5 assists for Gumao Weijia as get another look. 4 defenders approaching the basketball and nobody on Banas up close as the free throw bounces out. Now both teams looking lacking at the free throw line. Vergara has the inside position, but Brooks comes to help and forces a miss. And a foul called on the second effort. We'll see who it's on. It is on Grisiones. He and Brooks, both with 5 personal fouls, trying to maneuver the last 2.5 minutes of the ball game. Vergara, despite an effective 12 for 20 from the field, 2 of 10 from the line tonight. 2 at the high post as Phil with a look. In trouble and is called for traveling.
Shoot the ball. You're right. At least you know our defense.
Chen is 4 for 9 from three-point land tonight, which represents the best three-point shooting between these two teams. Warren breaking through, but the ball knocked away. It is a 1-on-0 fast break score for Gumao Weijia. Under 2 minutes to play, the ARK has got to make a move here. Jay almost stripped of it over to Easton. His 3 is no good. Gar's offensive rebound and looking for the signal. Looks like it was on Visiones. As Daniel is back in, he's joined by Carberry. Gar, 2 straight makes at the line, keeping hopes alive. Visiones heading off with 8 points and 4 rebounds, but doing an admirable job as the big man. Now in man defense, ARK trying to speed things up as no whistle on the play. Ghosthawks trying to take their time as Gumao to Daniel, flipping it out to Brooks, beating the clock and overshoots it. But the ARK slow to get it up court as I believe a timeout was called. Was indeed a player called timeout.
等一下，一样，维杰在这个位置，安生直接出来，然后直接送这个位置，如果没有，酷挡那个汉生出来掉头，我们要打快一点点。 对，然后如果得分了，上去全场压迫，不要犯规，没有再回来区域防守。啊，你要看一下他在哪一个位置，跑另外一边哦。啊，那边。哎，速度，维杰，海森，杰，速度要打快一点。他们说就3分钟就要砍了。Yep.
5 out of bounds for the ARK. Only 71 seconds as a deep 3 made by Eason keeps things alive. 4-point game as Ghosthawks get it across the timeline. They don't have to hurry. Kumo maneuvering around and getting it back. Ghosthawks playing keep away until Carberry floats it up and in. So a 3-for-2 exchange. 2-possession game. Jay in trouble. And despite the broadcaster thinking he was in trouble, draws a foul.
How is this a foul? It's not a foul. It dribbles into 3 people and then goes.
Getting a look at Carberry move around almost the entirety of the ARK defense before the whistle from the lead position, I believe, or the trailing position, I should say. Gar out, Kovalov in. Maybe try to increase the pace. A spin out on the first attempt for Jamarcus. Jay's second attempt, also out, but Koopsas with it, throws it back up and in. After that shot, back to a 2-possession, 4-point game as Carberry trying to break free. He's hit and fouled. Corner trying to provide some instruction to the squad. Marcus is fouled out of the game, and the ARK need to bring in a substitute. In fact, bringing in fresh in the game, or relatively fresh in the game, Scalway has only played 6 minutes. We'll see if 2 3-pointers will be necessary in the final 31 seconds. So 2-2-1 as Tony Ray flings it up, and another ARK miracle. Plenty of time left. The ARK do not have to foul. They're going to pressure Carberry, causing out of bounds. It will stay with the Ghosthawks. The ARK did have an unsuccessful challenge early in the game, as we see. There's a lot of bumping as the referees themselves will elect to look at the replay. So you got a first look at it now. Audience, take another look. Eason bouncing out of Carberry's face, off of his chest, and to go off of Carberry's left arm. All the referees are being very thorough. And after the Tere Miracle Bank 3, the ARK also, through their own efforts, caused a turnover and have the basketball. But 14 seconds on the shot clock, so they can't freeze out the clock. You certainly expect them to get off a three-pointer, any open look. Can't settle for a contested three. They get the ball inbounded as Phil elects to take the foul. It is very early to be playing the foul game. Not with the hands, but the right leg. We on the season a 65% shooter from the line. 4 of 5 tonight. A little bit of confusion as Brooks, one of their best rebounders on the block. Ray puts up the second one, and it's good. The Ghosthawks electing to take a foul, it appears. Gotta inbound it. And we'll play the foul game through the rest of the 31 seconds, it appears. Carberry stepping up, 6 for 6. Cold-blooded puts in the first. Can't ice the game, and we'll see if the Ghosthawks let a little bit more clock play out. You don't want to foul too early and prolong the game, increase the variability in the result. Drains the second as Eason will start it off. Now down the middle. Getting a few in the air, putting up an early three. Still time left as Brooks keeps it away and eventually is fouled. Not that you needed to settle for a final shot, but taking it with 15 seconds on the game clock is a curious choice. Well, if the second missed free throw comes, all is not lost. Besides, 10.9 on the clock. Could be plenty of time. Same thing. Eason looks like pulling his hamstring as Carberry skying up for the two-handed jam. And that should do it. Unfortunately, he hasn't. Looks like he's pulled up with an apparent hamstring injury. Look at him behind the back and trying to execute the same maneuver as he did the previous possession to get down court. The starting point guard for the ARK, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, will be helped off. credit to the ARK for their performance on a back-to-back, but the buzzer sounds on the Ghosthawks 104-98 win on the road, snapping a 3-game road losing streak. And the ARK, closing off things tonight, will have one day off before taking on the league's #1 Taoyuan Pilots. So there's the score across the line. The Ghosthawks turning around a deficit in the first half and a tight game throughout, with the ARK actually having to overcome or attempt to overcome a double-digit deficit in the fourth quarter. They'll head off with Sam DeGar leading them with 28 points, 13 rebounds. The ARK ultimately 27 turnovers on the game is a pretty incredible mark. They shot 33 of 49 free throws. So their record will be 1-9. While the Ghosthawks improved to 9-6 on the season, 3.5 games behind the Taoyuan Pilots. The Ghosthawks having to deal with 2 7+ footer centers. Do, especially early in the game, find a lot of success with dribble penetrations or some big-to-big passing up close to the basket, but the ARK shrink their defense a lot more, and thanks to only 2 of 14 shooting by the Ghosthawks from three-point land in the second half. In the post game, we have Damon Brooks, who is being interviewed by yours truly, Ryan Chen. Hey, Damon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, congratulations on the victory. You led the game in scoring. How were you able to do it against 2 7-footers, 7+ footers?
We came in with a great game plan, and I think we executed as a team really well. Just coach told me to be aggressive, and I just try to take my opportunities. I mean, those guys are huge. I mean, they affect the game in a lot of ways. I mean, just with their length and their size and their strength. But just able to use my array of my versatility just to get as many buckets as I can.
That sounds good. You know, defensively, it took all 5 of you, it seems like, and if not more, if you could sneak them on there.
Man.
What was the kind of sacrifice that your fellow bigs had to make trying to defend those guys?
I mean, we knew coming in we had to put our body on the line. And everyone, I mean, they have a history here. Everyone knows who they are, so we just knew it was going to be a big challenge. It's not my first challenge playing against guys this size, but I'm just glad we got the victory.
You guys are on a 5-game winning streak at home, but you've snapped a 3-game road losing streak. How difficult it is for a club to win on the road?
It's really difficult. I mean, you got to buckle in on your defense, buckle in on your principles like we do. Just try to trust the coach's game plan, and which is hard to do on the road, of course, but I think we did a great job of that today in breaking that streak.
All right, well, maybe you should tell the guys to buckle in after dressing you up nicely for our post-game.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get my revenge back at the locker room for sure.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Damon.
All right.
We'll throw it back to our Mandarin broadcast colleagues.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to Damon joining our post-game coverage. Now we'll offer up his signature once again as the leading scorer of this one with 32 points, 13 of 25 shooting, grabbed 6 rebounds. The Ghosthawks were out-rebounded by, if you can believe it, by 18 to the ARK, who had 51 boards. The Ghosthawks do control their turnover mark with 13. And again, for both teams, shooting below 30% from three-point range. And it certainly challenged everybody to go inside. Well, as the mascots play, we will take a break before a final word from Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium, with the Ghosthawks emerge victorious.
签名会的部分，那签名会的朋友再稍微耐心等待一下，我们会先进行集训会，再举行签名会。感谢所有球迷朋友今天的莅临，下一场比赛2月10号我们再来杨基主场来帮球队继续加油，谢谢。
104-98 is your final, where the TSG Ghosthawks victorious on the road. One of the Yankey girls in rehearsal. The team electing to bring over nearly half a dozen cheerleaders from abroad to booster the team. Meanwhile, looking at this basketball score sheet I have in front of me, pretty incredibly, there was only 3 combined block shots between these two teams. So just as I talked about how maybe the outside shooting wasn't as accurate as it could have been, the two teams weren't recklessly driving to the basket and getting in trouble. So we might say 27 turnovers by the ARK is something they need to correct. They only have 1 day off and hopefully ready to go against the #1 Taoyuan Pilots from Tuesday night, the final game in the P.LEAGUE regular season before the Lunar New Year break, where action then resumes on March 7th and 8th. Now, don't forget, the Pilots ARK game is the last regular season game before the break. But in the East Asia Super League, the Braves will play on Wednesday with their hopes of the East Asia Super League finals in the balance. One then text Wu Fengchen, the color commentator for Mercer Television, Jason Huang Tao, the play-by-play on the right, donning the headgear of the ARK's special theme of Dongwu Fengchen Si. The ARK, I think, like Corner said in the intro, are playing with an identity, are playing certainly with a lot more confidence. We'll see them again in 2 nights. On behalf of our Mandarin broadcasters and our league partners for Mercer Television, I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.